Welcome back to the Morning News. Our music columnist Eric Cohen is here with our weekly In Review segment. Good morning. How are you doing?
Good morning. How are you?
I'm fantastic. Let's talk a little Carla Bruni, the First Lady of France, also a supermodel and a singer.
Actually, she's been singing for a couple of years. This is her third album. First album as the French First Lady.
Yes.
I guess that's what they would call them out there.
Yeah.
And she's getting kind of panned by some critics. Critics of Sarkozy are criticizing
her husband, the French president. Shall we listen into a little Carla Bruni?
Let's have a listen.
I read a great review about this, talking about it. This is just so French. It's all l'amour, l'amour, l'amour. It's just, it's lovely to imagine yourself riding a bicycle by the Seine, when you're listening to it. But, I mean, what did you think of it?
Well, it very much is in the tradition of chanteuse and the instrumentation. There's a lot of clarinet and there's harp and there's some accordion in there. And she's got a really great voice. Some people might criticize her for being a bit hoarse, but she's got an interesting control over the hoarseness of her voice. And I think the songs are very sweet. Are they going to change the world? Not at all. But the interesting thing is this backlash. And also, is it a conflict of interest for the wife of the president to be putting out an album? His approval ratings are through the roof. Her album is selling very well. But there's instances where she's singing about very explicit things. And to think about her, talking to or singing to the president of France, I guess it's acceptable there. It'd be weird if Harper's wife was singing to him here. But apparently when they first got together, she said something along the lines of, "I want a man with nuclear power." So there's that aspect as well. But there's been a bit of discrepancy. Apparently one of the songs she talks about how she says, "You are my drug," and she likens this love interest to being white Colombian, or Colombian white, I should say. And apparently the foreign minister of Colombia is upset, and so it gets into weird territory.
But places that she wouldn't have to deal with if she wasn't married to who she is. All right, let's talk about John Mayer. He's got a new live disc. This is live in Los Angeles. John Mayer.
And now you're telling me that I think we're gonna wait till tomorrow. I think we're gonna wait till tomorrow.
Live discs can be hit and miss, whether or not you really like the artist to begin with. What did you think of this one?
I gotta say, I think this is John Mayer in the best scenario that you can experience him, because I think he's made to be live. His studio albums are what they are, I guess. I'm not a huge fan, but I gotta say I was turned a little bit into a fan by listening to this album. And it also comes as a DVD. As you can see, the image quality is fantastic. And this is him doing Wait Until Tomorrow. It's a Hendrix cover. He does a couple of Hendrix songs, a Tom Petty song, but it's mostly him playing his songs, and he's got 3 different formats. There's the acoustic set, the trio set, and the full live band. My favorite is the trio, because it really is very blues rock oriented, and he's a blistering guitar player when he really gets down to it.
All right, Eric Cohen, our music columnist, thanks so much for being here this morning.
Thank you.
Let's check traffic this morning, shall we, and get you an update.